Matchday 30 in the books. Who won, who lost? Let's discuss it. Yeah. Did Celtic gift it a VAR decision?
Premiership mania.
Did Rangers get a penalty? We'll discuss that later on, but we have to kick off with League 2. And Bonnie Gross beat Stranraer. The boys are in Stranraer, Clay.
Well, the boys can stay in Stranraer because it wasn't a good result for Stranraer. Bonnie Rose, big win.
It was a big win for Bonnie Gross.
Big win for the Rose.
It was. Stenhousemuir 2, Dumbarton 1.
Bit of a surprise here. I predicted a Dumbarton win, and I was wrong. So, yeah. Not the first time, won't be the last time.
Dumbarton going off the rails, and Athletic defeating East 5-1-0. Stirling Albion beating Elgin City 3-0, and 4 for Athletic beating Albion Rovers 2-1.
Well, I like the way you just decided to, rush through it, man. I wanted to go in depth.
Go in depth, man.
That's just me.
That's us. Let's look at the league table then, because in depth. Oh.
Stirling Albion, we have new league leaders, even though they were leading before that match day. But still, I think Dumbarton's threw this away. Stirling with a 5-point lead, game in hand. You know what? It's looking good for them.
Yeah, it really is looking good.
Unbeaten in 5 at least. And you can see Dumbarton have lost 3 of the last 4. Swings in runabouts. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be Stirling Albion that gets that top spot after pretty much Dumbarton leading the entire league for the majority of the season.
I think Albion Rovers are doing. Elgin City and them. L's.
It is. They've got 2 games. What I would say about Albion Rovers is, I don't think their 2 games that they've played more than Elgin City is that much of a factor, because you would probably expect Elgin City to lose their games anyway.
Yeah.
I'd say it's an Albion. If you look at the goal difference, Albion Rovers have got the joint 7th best goal difference, which would kind of allude that maybe they're not as bad as the teams that are above them, even though they're behind them. I don't know. Look, I think Stranraer's safe. I do believe that extra 3 points that they have over Bonnie Rose means a lot, because these teams just aren't going to pick up many wins. Albion Rovers, though, like I said, they're in a bit of trouble. Elgin City have 2 games in hand, but what does 2 games in hand really mean when you're losing 4 in a row? I think Albion Rovers are down, though.
Yeah.
That win for Bonnie. Look at Bonnie Rose's form. That's massive. 7 points at their last 9.
Beat Stranraer.
That is, relegation saving form, so.
It truly is. And Stirling Albion look like they're going to win easily as we go back to the fixtures and we look at League 1. Airdrie, the mighty Airdrie, defeating Alloa Athletic. We predicted Airdrie, and we were right. And also Clyde picked up a crucial point. 0-0 against Falkirk, but they'll take it.
Big point, big performance.
Dunfermline 0. Kelly Hearts 0. Fuck me. I think we actually predicted here a few draws. Embra 1. Montrose
I predicted
1.
Dunfermline to draw.
Did you?
Did I?
There you go. And Queen of the South beat Peterhead. Peterhead don't score. They don't do hee-haw. And the league table summing that up, and I think Peterhead are now down.
Yeah.
I know they have a game in hand, but, they're shite, so.
Dunfermline, they have dropped a wee bit of points lately, but, Falkirk just have not been able to take advantage of anything. Fucking Airdrie look like they could end up finishing second. I do think the top 4 will remain that way, though. It's going to be tough for FC Edinburgh especially with their form. The form's just not good.
No.
You look at the teams above them and around them are, all got better form.
Maybe Queen of the South could
Yeah, Marvin Bartley, is he turning it around?
Turn it around town. But Clyde.
I heard Marvin Bartley is being linked with a potential move to Hibernian.
Really?
Aye.
What about Lee Johnston?
Lee Johnston's shite, isn't he? Let's be real.
He is shite, guys, but you know what?
He always, his job seems to be on the line, and then he always seems to get a couple of good ones in a row that saves him momentarily, but.
That's it. We go to Friday. Arbroath beat Ayr United. Big win there for Arbroath. Partick Thistle beating Cove Rangers 5-0 away from home. And then Dundee go, you know what, actually, we're going to score more than 5. We're going to score 7. What do you make of those 2 results?
Big. Very big.
They were big. Greenock get beat by Inverness, and Queen's Park have thrown away the league title. We all want them to win.
But they ain't going to.
No.
Just when you think Hamilton, though, are producing a bit of form, they go and lose by 7 goals to 0.
Yeah, that is a goal difference killer, an annihilator. isn't it?
That's not good.
If you look at the league table, their goal difference now surely has to. Well, I mean, fuck, they're last. I mean, minus 20. I mean, still not as bad as Cove Rangers, but they do have crucially 2 games in hand.
Yeah, but you could argue that brings it into play. Before that 7-0, you'd have said they'd a point over Cove Rangers.
Aye, but Cove Rangers lost 5-0, so not much better.
Oh, that's true, I guess.
When you factor that in. But Arbroath, load of draws and a few wins, I think, is. Would you say they're safe? I mean, they're not safe, but I mean, they're more or less safe.
Well, the form's good. Unlike Cove Rangers, the form ain't good.
Aye, Cove Rangers, man, they probably conceded those 70 goals in their last 5. As for Queen's Park, though, they are point ahead of Dundee, but they've played a game extra. Dundee, I think Dundee are going to end up doing it, sadly. What do you think?
Aye, yeah, it's going to look like Dundee pointing. I mean, Queen's Park losing the last 2 games, not ideal. I mean, it could still go into the wire. I believe Queen's Park and Dundee have still to play each other, which will be a massive game. 5 games remaining once Dundee play their game in hand. It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
Can't wait for a buzz dive into the main event of the evening. We've got the Premiership, and we've had some mad games here. Kelly 2, Hearts 1. We're just glossing over Hibs because we want to get your thoughts on Hearts.
Nielsen it.
It's not that bad.
Nah, it's not that bad. But fuck me, it is pretty bad. I mean, we went for having 3rd place secured and locked up by February to potentially losing to Aberdeen for 4th. What?
I know, shitey
Aberdeen.
I don't want Aberdeen to do it because you know why? They're fucking no chance in Europe. They're pish.
Aye, well, there you go.
They'll just get scudded. No Barry Robson. Couldn't find himself out of a paper bag.
I still think he'll do it.
What, Nielsen?
Yeah, no, I still think Hearts will get 3rd,
Well, I really hope they do, but I don't know, man. I'm not convinced. Seems like they're just losing every game now. Motherwell did beat Hibs 3-1. It's a surprise because Hibs have been doing quite well, but you know what? Stuart Kettlewell's Motherwell were doing well too. Rangers beat Dundee United 2-0. Tillman with a brace. Rangers probably could have scored 8, but they didn't, so we'll just move on. Aberdeen beat St Johnstone. I think it was Duke who got the goal, and St Mirren beat Livingston. And of course, today we had Ross County getting beat off Celtic, and it seems like Rangers B and Celtic B play every week.
Maybe they do. Maybe
I don't know. It just seems a bit weird to me. But as we look at the Scottish Premiership table, Celtic go back to 9 points. It was looking for a large period in that game that it was going to end up a draw.
I know.
And it didn't. Because then, I don't know, that VAR decision, in my opinion, was an absolute joke. Rangers sit on 76. I mean, the league is done. I mean, it just... If Celtic drew, right, then Rangers beat them. Down to 4 points, that would have been interesting. But Hearts sit a point above Aberdeen. 10 better off goal difference. St Mirren now move above Hibernian. Livy's form recently has been awful. I mean, Hibs had really good form and they've lost 3 in a row. Well, Dundee United, they have to be panicking. They really have to, 2 draws and then they just went and lost to Rangers, so they're going to need something massive. But yeah, guys, that is it for your SPFL Roundup show. And until next time, till the old farm, can't wait for it. 12:30 on a Saturday, though. That's a bit of a weird one, but till then, peace.